day, crafty chums, and welcome to another Creative Arts collaboration event. And this is a Thankful for Art hashtag event. And during this 4 days of the hashtags, I'm telling you what I'm thankful for. And today I am totally, truly thankful to have literacy, to be able to read and write, because I love books. Books are one of my great passions in life, and I'd rather read a book than do anything else. I wasn't going to put the analogy to what, people usually say, that they prefer having something than something else. No, I won't do that at all. I'll just leave just say that I really like reading books. Don't like horror much, things of a nasty nature, but I like books, so there you go. I like big books, and it ain't no lie. So what I'm doing here is I'm cutting out some little shapes, putting them on the jelly plate. I'm going to be painting over them, and eventually I'll be doing a lift of the print off the jelly plate, and I will be making bookmarks with it. And that's because I love books, and it ain't no lie. So yes, hope you continue to watch the video, and all the other artists taking part in this great event, the Creative Arts Collaboration hashtag event. Thankful for art, thankful for tuning in to me today. I'm also thankful for that, and I hope you enjoy the video. See you again soon. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is I am going to paint some paint on. Paint some paint on, that's what I'm going to do. If I can find my glasses. Having to hold the little paper bits down, little cutouts. The whole point of this bit is to leave yourself some clear bits through the plate, through the anyway, leave yourself some clear bits, some clear shapes. So I'll just pop that one there because he came up. It's quite difficult with smaller shapes, so if you've got bigger cutout shapes, I suggest you do bigger cutout shapes. This is what I had, so this is what I'm gonna go with, because you can only use what you got around, can't you? I'm not too worried about filling in all the background yet, because I will be placing some more things on. So I was watching Annie's video on this, and she's been nagging at me to give it a go, so this one's for you, Annie. She keeps telling me I need to do jelly print videos, and it's like, but I'm not very good at it, actually. But of course, if you don't play with it, you won't get any good at it, so this is quite right. I need to do more of it to get better at it. Same as everything, if you don't practice, then you'll never improve. Same in drawing, folks. You don't get better until you practice. Practice, practice, practice. Maybe I should have watered this down a little bit, but never mind. I thought I'd do this in primary colours. Just to make it nice and vibrant and stand out. Best to let this dry in between layers. This kind of thing also works well with neon paints if you have them. Okay, so just going to let that dry now. So it's not quite dry yet, but I've decided to take the little paper pieces off and that, just in case they stick to the jelly plate. It doesn't seem like they are, but I just want to make sure. Because it'll ruin it if I've got paper stuck to the print when it comes off.
So I'll just take these off and then let it dry. Okay, so that is nearly, ever so nearly dry. So what I'm going to do now is start layering up, and I was going to just use the primary colours, but changed my mind, and so I changed my mind, and because I just want to use this one on the background too, and just because I thought it was nice. What I'm going to do is, where all the blue is, that's where I'm going to layer colour and things on, trying to avoid the gaps. Trying to keep out of the gaps, mind the gap, and just go into the blue. Some of it will go into the gaps, which will be a bit unfortunate, but for the most part I will try and stay out of the gaps. Now, I quite like this stencil. Came as a freebie with a something else in a magazine, but it's actually a nice stencil to work with. Well, I think it is anyway. So do that and let that one dry. Okay, so I'm just going to work through this stencil. It's a just one that's been cut out with paper, cardstock, and so in certain places, not going to go over it all, but still on the blue as much as I can, I'm just going to stencil through the shape. Oops, try not to move it, of course. This one is about layering up and putting on layers. So it's really quite a fun way to play with your jelly plate as well. Just need a bit more red. Don't know whether you can hear that or not, but I don't know where the boat is exactly, because I'm down here below decks. There's a boat that's just running its engine. Nothing wrong with that, it's just it gets to be a bit noisy. And if they've got a really smoky engine, of course, you get a lot of fumes floating around. So let's hope he's not blowing out much smoke. So I'm just going to pop some in the middle, I think. The reason I'm using primary colours is to make it pop a bit more. But if you've got like neon colours, then you can have loads of fun with that, I'm sure. Okay, so I'll let that one dry a bit more. So what I'm going to use now is yellow. And I'm going to use this to stamp on some patterns. If I can. I have to get some more yellow out. Yeah, it didn't work very well on there, did it? I have to rub some yellow onto this. Yellow isn't showing up very well. Just rub some more of the is it ivory? Oh no, tapioca this one's called. It's quite nice. Okay, that's quite good. Liking how it's coming along. Gonna see what else I can stamp some things with. Right. Well, I just made myself all dizzy there. I was just blowing on. Trying to aid the drying process by blowing on it, and I made myself go all dizzy. So anyway, I've got this doily that I cut out for something else, and in the end I didn't use it, so I'm just going to use the holes here and make a few patterns with this. Just because. And I was going to stay with the primary colours, but I'm actually going to use green as well, just to see how that comes out. This is a pale olive green, so I thought probably because it was a pale colour it would show up just as well. Shouldn't really use my fingers because I'm sure I get big blobs of things doing nothing there. It's actually a really nice pattern, that, isn't it? Coming out like that, I'm liking that. Liking it a lot. Yes, I am. Okay, let that dry. Oh, I don't know what happened there. I think I forgot to press record, but anyway, I am putting some script on here because I'm hoping that what I'm going to do is make some bookmarks out of this. So I've put some script on there, and even if that doesn't work, I'll be putting it onto some book paper afterwards anyway. So that, I think that's what I'm going to do. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm not quite positive that that's what I'm going to do, but I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to take this off here, wipe this off. And then pop this on here, because I'm going to put my sellotape on here now. Got some creases in this already, so I'm not going to do that. Might go and try and see if I can get some that's crease free. Oh, relatively crease free. Don't know how many, whether I'm going to get 3 or 4 across here. Probably just 3. I've lost the end of the tape, as always. Looks like it'll be 3. So I did it this way because they're going to be bookmarks, and bookmarks don't have to be that long. So I decided to do it this way. So just get my bone folder, and I'm going to burnish this. Okay, so we'll see, moment of truth, whether it will actually lift up. Quite scary, this one. Will it work or won't it work? That is the question. It looks to be lifting okay so far. Let's hope I'm not speaking too soon. That bit there is still wet. You've got to make sure it's dry, dry, otherwise it will stay on the jelly plate from the looks of that. That's quite good. There you go. What do you think of that one then, Anne-Marie? Oh. There you go, look. Yeah, very cool technique, Anne-Marie. Love it. So just stick that up to dry. Get on with the rest. Oh yeah. Now that is a really cool technique. Okay, and there we are. That's the last one lifted there. So here we are anyway, and I've made the 3 bookmarks. I've chosen to do them a little bit different sizes because that was scrap paper, scrap cardstock that I had left over that I used for it. And they were sort of like the sizes I had, so I had to just chop down the paper a little bit for it. And I'm just putting through now some thread just to make a nice tassel for the top. And this stuff is like working with I don't know what, because it's really silky and it's beautiful stuff. But it escapes you, gets away from you, it does. So yeah, so I've got it tied there, and I'm unsure whether I'll have to like put another knot in it yet. I might do, I might not, or I might just glue a little bit of on there. That might work too. But yeah. So that was the bookmarks, and what I'm thankful for. Same with this is for being in a country where I get to go to school for free, and that I'm able to read and write, so I'm really thankful for that. So these are my bookmarks, and that's what I'm thankful for today. Okay, then I've got to go because my battery's flashing and I won't be able to finish off, so see you again soon. Bye.